This is a book review of Marvel Treasury Edition, The Spectacular Spider-Man Issue 1. Came out in 1974, a deluxe limited edition of the world's greatest superhero, no less. Now, my copy's pretty battered, seen quite a few reads over the years, but what a lovely book. Now, I just did a quick review of one of the latest ones, the Spidey Treasury Edition, and sadly just does not have the same magic at all. I mean, it's still fine in terms of stories. This is just brilliant, but I love this one. What it does, it includes a lovely message from Stan Lee. So you've got a great start. You've got a lovely list of all the various things in it, 1974. And then you've got the Daily Bugle. You've even got a copy of the Daily Bugle in here, where they've obviously got Stan Lee, Steve Ditko introduced, Green Goblin, and information all about Spider-Man, June 18th, 1974. And it's just, what a brilliant, nice introduction into the thing. Just magical touch. Next story is The Grotesque Adventure of the Green Goblin. You got the Hulk, of course, in this, and you got the Enforcers. Enforcers turn up. You got Ox ripping up a telephone book, as you do. Spidey goes off to a film set. That's a storyline. It's a great storyline. It's a classic Steve Ditko. Really, really, really good story. And of course, also you've got the Secrets of Spider-Man. So you get this lovely sequence, and of course this book is oversized. So you're really seeing it's really decent quality, oversized. And there's a lovely here where you've got the Spidey's sense. Spider-Man tackles the torch. That's a lovely one, drawn by Jack Kirby. So you've got a range of different artists in this book. So you've got Jack Kirby. And I think it's actually really brilliantly reproduced. It's really a nice condition story. Anyway, next one, The Birth of a Superhero. Now, obviously, that goes into John Romita this time. Well, I think that's one of the earlier John Romita, Birth of a Superhero. And you've got Spidey, Stop Thief, etc. Originally presented in Spider-Man 42, as it says here. And you've got Jonah Jameson's son, being obviously superpowered. And you've got the brilliant classic, and I'm not going to spoil it, of course, but you will know the famous ending is included here. And there's also this lovely bit here, just one page for some weird reason. They suddenly put it, we interrupt this magazine, bring you a special page. Circa 1967-70, Romita was blah, 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 Big John Buscema. I misspelled Buscema. But however, I stepped in for a few issues and they've obviously just got the example. You know what? I never realised that. Oh, Ross Andrew. So they've actually really made an effort to go through all of the artists that were involved. Don't saying that. I don't think Gil Kane's in there. He might be. The Sorcerer. That was an unusual one. That was in Marvel Superheroes. That was issue 14. That was a slightly unusual one. Didn't really fit in with the feel I always thought for Marvel Superheroes. So this story was just slightly out of place. I don't know. I can't place the reason why. I never particularly warmed to it. It was okay. It was a yes. There. I was going to say Gil Kane. That would have been weird unless they have got Gil Kane. You know what? I never, until I've just been going through that, realised that's what they did in this Treasury edition. It's embarrassing. 1974. Since 1974, I've just enjoyed the stories. But suddenly you look at this and think, oh, that's what they've done. Every artist that was involved, they've put a story from, which is a lovely touch. Gil Kane, one of my favourite artists, I love. And it's even better, of course, in this oversized format. I just love it. And it's really good, sharp line as well. So they've done a brilliant job. So, of course, it's a famous comic. I'm not going to show you the end for that. And then you've got a brilliant poster at the end as well. And you've got Nostalgia Time, Spidey Files. Did anyone call themselves Spidey Files? That's unusual. I never thought Spidey Files. Spiderites? Who knows? However, you've got Amazing Fantasy, obviously the first issue, 1962, Spidey Origin. Then you've got Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3, and you've got these lovely annuals. And now this was 1974. So actually a lot of these issues would have been readily available. Probably Amazing Fantasy was still quite expensive even then, but certainly some of these other issues you could still pick up. I remember quite often just finding them in second-hand stores. You'd find these comics, and but they were just great issues. And asking obviously for some comments. But I love this. This Marvel Treasury Edition Spectacular Spider-Man was just a brilliant start to a really, truly brilliant series, which of course includes the Holiday Grab Bag, which was a favourite of mine. Also Fantastic Four, Conan, and many others. But this started it all, Spectacular Spider-Man, and what a brilliant, oversized book this was. And if only they could bring out something as amazing as this now. Of course, they do bring out lots of great things. And of course, we're sport now with all the vast other ones as well. But at the time, this was quite something. This oversized format was wow. And it's still pretty impressive now.